Ramcharan's look in RRR is so much more believable, trustable. It does not shock your eyes. It seems like, yeah, if I worked out a little, I could do that. You can't actually do that. That actually takes hard work, which that kind of hard work even Lord Ram might have done. जंगल में तो रहना पड़ रहा था, कितना distance पैदल cover करना पड़ रहा था. But what Lord Ram didn't do was do power lifts and drink 50 protein shakes in the day or have 30 raw eggs. That's not what Lord Ram did. He would not have had time to do that. And without that, in India, you cannot have a physique like that. This is what Pratik Bora, they also pointed out, that they have sneakily and interestingly, cleverly hidden all the bad CGI scenes that were there in the previous trailer, right? तो यहाँ पे एक सिर्फ वो बंदर वालों का सीन है श्रीलंका जाने के रूट में, एक सीन, वो सीन अभी भी खराब ही है. सो व्हाट देयर एडिटर और समबडी हैड सेड, नो दैट नो वी आर नॉट डूइंग एनी रेक्टिफिकेशंस. क्या है का रेक्टिफिकेशन, कुछ टाइम ही नहीं है. तो फालतू में ये जो बोल दिया कि अभी हम 100-200 और खर्च करेंगे, 100-200 करोड़, एंड विल मेक इट अ बेटर लुकिंग मूवी. तो आई डोंट नो हाउ मच ऑफ दैट इज़ ट्रू, और किया भी है तो कहाँ पे किया है पता नहीं है, क्योंकि ये सब सीन तो अलग सीन है, एंड ऑल ऑफ देम आर प्रिटी गुड, एज मच एज आई कैन एक्सपेक्ट फ्रॉम बॉलीवुड एट दिस पॉइंट. देयर वाज वन सीन वेयर द CGI was again exceptionally bad, that is Ram, Sita, Lakshman leaving the palace. That palace scene was कोई 2-3 साल भी आजकल अगर कंप्यूटर ग्राफिक्स सीख ले तो वो भी कर सकता है, एकदम फोन वीडियो गेम जैसा था. वो सीन थोड़ा एक्सेप्शनली बैड था. एंड देन आई विल गेट टू माई सेकेंड बिगेस्ट प्रॉब्लम विद आदिपुरुष so far, which is the mixing quality, and this is only for people who are listening to the music, especially the Jai Shri Ram music on high end headphones or speakers. If you're listening to it on laptop speakers and phone loudspeakers, then you won't face any problem, but most people today have a reasonably good headphone, so I'm sure you'll relate to what I'm saying. See, the person who has composed that part, the Jai Shri Ram tune, is Ajay Atul. Ajay Atul is probably one of the best orchestral arrangers in India, and especially in terms of epic music as well. But I am beginning to learn that Bollywood basically doesn't get how to produce epic music, epic blockbuster arrangements, and Ajay Atul को उतना भी तो चांस नहीं मिला था अब तक epic music करने का. थोड़ा बहुत टिम्पनी ऐसा दे दिए, और बाकी उनका स्ट्रेंथ जो हमने देखा है आज तक, दैट इज़ मेनली ऑन ऑर्केस्ट्रल अरेंजमेंट फॉर मेलोडियस सॉन्ग्स. मगर एक्शन पैक्ड हेवी लार्ज ड्रम वम वाला जो बैकग्राउंड स्कोर होता है, विच हैज़ बीन मेड फेमस बाय हांस जिमर मेनली, वैसा काम अजय अतुल के हाथों से हमने अभी तक नहीं देखा है. एंड मे बी दे डिडंट इवन गेट अ चांस. अग्निपथ में दिखाएगा कहाँ, एपिक मूवी होगा तब तो एपिक म्यूजिक करेगा. तो दे हैव गॉटन द चांस, एंड इट्स स्टूपिड टू क्रिटिसाइज और अप्रिशिएट देयर एंटायर बैकग्राउंड स्कोर व्हाट दे माइट हैव डन इन द मूवी बेस्ड ऑन जस्ट दैट देयर मिनट ऑफ 1.5 minutes of Jai Shri Ram tune. My problem is the mixing is pretty low, muffled and muddy, okay? And why do I criticize that? Because I'm comparing it with the South Indian industry. Bahubali, which is from 7 years back, has way better mixing and mastering than this, and it's done in South India only. KGF, powerful punchy background scores with insanely heavy percussions all across the movie, in the songs, etc., all done in South India, about 100 times better than the Adipurush Jai Shri Ram track. I actually like the melody of the Jai Shri Ram track. The arrangement is pissing me off. Not even the arrangement. Arrangement is not pissing me off. Ajay Atul are the best arrangers in India. One of the best. My problem is with the mixing and the mastering. It's very muffled and low and very muddy. Okay. And the choir, basically the mixing of the choir is also very blunt, dull, muffy in comparison with the South Indian industry. Look at the choirs in Bahubali, RRR, KGF. But mainly, right now, what we should compare Adipurush is with the Telugu film Hanuman. Okay, you compare the CGI. Hanuman already has better CGI than Adipurush, even though their budget is minuscule in comparison to Adipurush. Even in terms of music, you should compare the Jai Shri Ram track with Hanuman Chalisa, which they released on Hanuman Jayanti. Listen to that on any speaker. The main two things you'll notice is how crisp and crunchy, and even then powerful, low, tight, heavy, crispy, crunchy, सब कुछ है in the Hanuman Chalisa track, both in the percussions, drumming and in the choir vocals, chorus vocals, not choir, chorus vocals. ठीक है, सब लोग मिलके जो हनुमान चालीसा चांट कर रहे हैं, so much power, you feel like those people are standing all around you and chanting in front of your face. Okay, कान में मुंह डाल के बोल रहा है, ऐसा लग रहा है. Jai Shri Ram, on the other hand, the choir sounds like it's coming from far away, and the percussions are very low, muffled. ऐसा आता है, ऐसे आवाज आता है. And why do I have a problem with this? I would not have a problem with this if Tollywood did that kind of an arrangement. I have a problem with this because of Adipurush's budget, because of Ajay Atul's name associated with it, and because the mastering has been done by Don Whelan, who is I think based in USA or England. वहाँ पे mastering के लिए भेजा और फिर ऐसे mastering होगा तो कैसे होगा? And my biggest problem with Adipurush is Prabhas's physique. Okay, and I have countless reasons for it. What was the body positivity movement started out with? Their idea mainly was acknowledge the fact that different societies, different cultures, different people even have different body types. ठीक है? That distorted and devolved into now today's that ओबेसिटी अच्छा है, बाकी सब बुरा है, और ओबेस लोग को तुम बोल भी नहीं सकते हो कि तुम ओबेस हो. ठीक है? बट what the core essence of the body positivity idea is that accept that your body type is different. That doesn't mean give excuses for being unhealthy, and doesn't mean give excuses for being fat. If you are fat, work out, but also acknowledge that some people are ectomorph, some people are mesomorph, some people are endomorphs. ठीक है? 3 body type है. I won't get into that discussion. My problem here is there is a general myth and misconception about fitness in the entire world, but even today in India as well, जो कि शुरू हुआ था because of American bodybuilding. Since America is the big loudspeaker in the world because of their economic prowess, तो USA में जो होता है, जो बोला जाता है, जो किया जाता है, that comes up across as the aspirational model in the entire world. वो तो सब फील्ड में हुआ है ना? वही चीज फिटनेस में भी हुआ है, which is बॉडी बिल्डिंग को हम बॉडी बिल्डिंग के जो वर्कआउट्स होते हैं स्पेसिफिकली, उसी को हम फिटनेस के साथ मिक्सअप कर देते हैं, एंड दैट इज एब्सोल्युटली रॉन्ग. बॉडी बिल्डिंग इज जस्ट अनदर स्पोर्ट एंड इट रिक्वायर्स अ डिफरेंट काइंड ऑफ वर्कआउट फॉर बीइंग गुड इन दैट पर्टिकुलर स्पोर्ट. बॉडी बिल्डिंग के जो वर्कआउट्स हैं, दैट इज नॉट द एंड ऑल बी ऑल ऑफ ऑल फिटनेस, especially not in terms of functional fitness. Okay, bodybuilding is aesthetic fitness, aesthetic training, making your muscles look good. So strength and endurance, etc., these are byproducts of beautiful looking muscles in bodybuilding. Whereas in other sports, in all other physical outdoor sports, the beautiful muscles and your good looking physique is a byproduct of the general endurance and strength, etc., which is why you will never see a cricketer looking like Arnold Schwarzenegger. तो Arnold Schwarzenegger इतना पॉपुलर हो गए हॉलीवुड के वजह से, which is why even kids in India, even me up till a few years back used to look upon Arnold Schwarzenegger physique as the only goal, whereas that's not the Indian body type. As I've discussed previously as well, I weigh about 66 to 67 kgs, okay, and I am one of the taller and more muscular guys in around me in West Bengal. Only people who are bigger than me are if they are extremely fat. अगर वो भी फिट है, वो भी ठीक से खाना खाता है और वो यंग है, तो उसका मसल मास मेरे से बहुत कम है. एंड वेयर एम आई इन द अमेरिकन कंपैरिजन? यूएसए में, यूएफसी में, ठीक है, एमएमए में 67 kg इज जस्ट द फेदर वेट कैटेगरी. उसके ऊपर है लाइट वेट कैटेगरी, उसके ऊपर है वेल्टर वेट, उसके ऊपर है मिडिल वेट, उसके ऊपर है लाइट हेवी वेट, उसके ऊपर है हेवी वेट. ओके, दे आर नॉट फैट. सो फेदर वेट के ऊपर इसलिए वो आदमी नहीं कम्पीट कर रहे हैं क्योंकि वो मोटा है, वो इसलिए वहाँ पे कम्पीट कर रहा है क्योंकि उसका बॉडी टाइप ही ऐसा है कि उसको इतना मसल हो गया इवन वाइल बीइंग नॉट फैट एट ऑल, दैट ही इज 120 kgs, 150 kgs, 160 kgs, 180 kgs, that kind of physiques they have even when they are absolutely fit. Now where does Adipurush come in here? Here the physique that Prabhas has is absolutely giving out wrong notions of fitness to India's youth. And that happens with every superhero or action hero in India. But someone needs to break the cycle and someone needs to speak out against these myths, okay? And that is why I like KGF especially more than other movies. That guy has no exceptionally big muscles, the Yash person in KGF. He seems to have a great physique anyone could have with just some normally good healthy Indian, bit of workout, bit of jogging, etc. That's the physique KGF has. Whereas in Bollywood everyone seems to be having a bodybuilder physique these days. Now why do I have a problem with especially Prabhas's look in Adipurush then? That is because Lord Ram, when he was ousted to go to Vanvas, or even when he was in palace, they could not have had that kind of a gigantic physique as Prabhas. We have reference points of what Lord Ram might have looked at. I know no one has seen it, but it's a civilizational memory at least. उतना तो respect हम कर सकते हैं for anyone who has drawn Lord Ram professionally as an artist. For all these years, centuries and millennia of sculptures and artworks etc. of Lord Ram. वहाँ पे कहीं पे भी लॉर्ड राम का क्या ऐसा फिजिक देखा है हमने आर्नल्ड श्वार्ज़नेगर जैसा? तो आदिपुरुष में ये जो फिजिक है, that's so unrealistic, illogical and meaningless in the Indian context, that is pissing me off. And this could have been a great opportunity to break the myths regarding what is an ideal male body. Okay, this should have been their chance, because it's not like Bollywood has always done it. Because पहले तो आर्नल्ड श्वार्ज़नेगर को कोई इंडिया में पहचानता था नहीं था, तो वैसा फिजिक बनाने का किसी का मोटिवेशन नहीं था. बाद में आर्नल्ड श्वार्ज़नेगर को सब पहचान गए, सिल्वेस्टर स्टैलोन को सब पहचान गए, और इंडिया में भी वो बॉडी बिल्डिंग टेक्निक्स आना शुरू हुआ, और इतना प्रोटीन शेक आना शुरू हुआ. तब पास्ट में ज़्यादा लोग जितना हो सके वेजिटेरियन भी रहना पसंद करते थे. तो अभी ये प्रभास का जो फिजिक है, ये दिन में 10 ग्लास प्रोटीन शेक और 50 कच्चे अंडे के बिना नहीं होगा. वैसा प्रोटीन इंटेक, वैसा खाना, वैसा वर्कआउट, सिर्फ इतना बल्क अप करने का वर्कआउट, इतना बल्क अप करने का खाना, ये कहाँ से लॉर्ड राम को मिलता 5000-6000 साल पहले? ओके, आई नो वी कांट गेट फुली रियलिस्टिक with Lord Ram's look because no one knows it, but we have a reference point, and no reference point shows Lord Ram to have a physique of Arnold Schwarzenegger. No Indian person who is just fit and does functional strength and functional workouts or is in combat sports can have a gigantic physique like that. If Lord Hanuman gets that look, I'm fine with it, because he specifically trains for that, and he has been depicted in a different way than Lord Ram. This should have been a great opportunity to show someone with functional strength and functional fitness who is more skinny, does not have pointless muscle mass, but is strong and fit anyway. A reference point would be Akshay Kumar's look in 90s, right? He has always had actual body weight fitness and body weight workout वो उसने हमेशा किया है. अब जाके थोड़ा बहुत मसल तो वो भी ग्रो कर रहा है, but his physique of 90s, that's the ideal Lord Ram physique, I think. उससे भी कम हो तो वो भी ठीक है, मगर बॉलीवुड में थोड़ा तो शोमैनशिप चाहिए. So I think it's absolutely hilarious the look Prabhas has in Adipurush. Once you know about these things in fitness, these things bug you. Harshavi Singh, Bhaiya, in Ami Ganatra's book Ramayana Unravel, there is a sketch of Sri Ram which is based on the description of Valmiki Ramayana that was much better, more like Ram Charan in RRR to some extent. Exactly what was going on through my mind. Ram Charan's look in RRR is so much more believable, trustable. It does not shock your eyes. It seems like, yeah, if I worked out a little, I could do that. You can't actually do that. That actually takes hard work, which that kind of hard work even Lord Ram might have done. जंगल में तो रहना पड़ रहा था, कितना distance पैदल cover करना पड़ रहा था. But what Lord Ram didn't do was do power lifts and drink 50 protein shakes in the day or have 30 raw eggs. That's not what Lord Ram did. He would not have had time to do that. And without that, in India, you cannot have a physique like that. Abhay Agarwal, Indians' meat intake is not as must as the West. Yes, therefore we cannot have huge muscle mass. Yes. And also, this has translated that the opposite of body positivity in this case, the insecurity about your own body type, whose symptom is Adipurush Prabhas look. See how that has changed in women as well. When white women, white actresses, white singers, white female singers were the reference point for Indian girls, that's when they used to starve themselves to be skinny. Skinny होना है, weight loss. किसी को fat loss नहीं चाहिए, सबको weight loss करना है. तो उसमें muscle loss हो जाए तो भी problem नहीं है. That was the obsession we used to see, isn't it, as 90s kids growing up. सब लड़कियों को सिर्फ दुबला होना है, because white women are skinny. खुद का body type क्या हो गड्ढे में, तो सबको skinny बनना है. इंडिया में तो I think other than हरियाणा, पंजाब, no women in India are exceptionally skinny like white women. अब जाके black women or big butts etc. these things are becoming the reference point and the aspirational goal. Beyonce, Serena Williams etc. Jennifer Lopez. इनके वजह से अब especially I don't know about rest of India, but at least mainly in all the metropolitan cities, upper middle class, English medium educated women, Bengal, Pune, no matter where, they are putting on fat just to look curvy, and they think that Serena Williams is also fat. The lack of awareness and education has not gone away. They were not being body positive when they were following Britney Spears' physique, and they are not being body positive when they are following Serena Williams' physique. They are still insecure. They still have no idea of what their body type is, and they don't understand what the difference between flesh and fat. Okay, every girl in India almost seems to be that they are putting on fat just to look curvy, and they think that's the same as what Serena Williams and Beyonce have. Their body type is different. They are born with so much more flesh than you are. If you try to replicate that much of muscle mass with fat mass, you will die at 42 with heart attack. So again, these fake body goals and transformation ideas need to get out of Indians' minds, and Adipurush could have been a great example, but they screwed it up with absolutely pointless gigantic physique that Prabhas has had. KGF is a much better reference point. Kantara is definitely a much better reference point, but that's not entirely for and off action, so people would not like it anyway. But KGF, even being RRR and KGF being action movies, the way they have portrayed natural male bodies, I think that deserves huge respect, and Adipurush fails at that. Jaya Jaya.